Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we are playing more of the Mirror Mirror event on MTG Arena. This is a historic free-to-play event where they've errata'd, basically nerfed some of the banned cards in Historic. And a deck we're going to be playing today is Grixis Fires of Invention. So the Fires of Invention is now 5 mana instead of 4, but basically lets you cast 2 spells on your turn without paying their mana cost. And this is a Grixis, basically Planeswalker kind of themed deck. You have Nico Bolas, both the Ravager and the Dragon God. You have Chandra, you have Narset, Big Chandra. You could hard cast Shark Typhoon. You want to take a bunch of turns. Nexus of Fate has been errata'd, but it's just a 7 mana, take an extra turn now. It doesn't shuffle back into your library, so this is just better because you can sometimes cast for 6, as well as it gives you some blockers. But basically this deck, what we're trying to do is survive the early game and then make it to the late game. One change I needed to make really quick. This card's very good versus all the creature deck, over the ramp decks. Confounding Conundrum. So let me get this up. It's blocking. Basically, if a land enters the battlefield, if it's beyond the first land, they have to bounce a land to their hand. So like Omnath, Genesis Ultimatum, decks like that, it ends up making them take a bit more. We also have a fun of Field of the Dead in our deck. This has been errata'd that it's a legendary line now, and the zombies themselves enter the battlefield tapped. So let's give this a shot. This event's actually been a lot of fun. We've been playing a lot of different decks. We just finished up a Blue-White Hate Bears. We did Teamer taking turns. We did Winota. But let's play some Fires and see how it goes. Fires of Invention is probably one of my all-time favorite cards. I have this deck. Originally, I built it in Pioneer before COVID. I had 4-color Fire friends with like Dragon God and like a Jeskai shell, and it was a ton of fun for like the 3 FNMs that I got to play it with. This hand looks pretty good. Hopefully, we're against like an Omnath style deck. At the very least, this cycles itself. Could be Omnath. Could be Phoenix, actually. We're playing, there's no Grixis Triome. Okay, they are on Storm, most likely. Or some sort of Phoenix deck, so I'm going to do this. And I'm actually not going to activate this, because I want them to spend a lot of resources trying to kill Narset. Birgie's probably something we don't want to see. So I'm going to Field of the Dead here. And then we can do this for 2 mana. With Narset, they don't get to draw an extra card. So they'll draw for their now, but they won't get the card for their turn.
I must stay focused.
This has been kind of 2 turns now that we've taxed them. That's actually really nice too. So let's go another red here. Let's go Fires of Invention. I can't do this on their upkeep. So we're gonna do deals to... I can make them discard. I think I'd rather do us. Alright. We could have done them on upkeep normally with Narset, so same kind of idea. We forced them to basically discard 2 cards because they can't draw. But that was like just a nice game. We were able to get them. We would have been able to start taking extra turns had we gotten a couple extra lands. but we are gonna kind of get him in a prison-y lock. So this hand's pretty bad. We don't have any early interaction. We're not playing a spell till turn 4. Okay, I think this hand's a bit better. I think it's likely Nico Bolas. In the dark, I'll put Nico Bolas back. We might have to cycle this Shark Typhoon. So if we draw a land, then I'll escape this. If we don't, then I'm just going to Shark Typhoon. They're just playing Phoenix. I'll have an idea depending on what they show here. You generally want to do this on your turn 3. Yeah, they're just playing Phoenix. So yeah, I really want to hit now. And I guess this isn't too bad. It's a free-to-play event, so players are trying out different decks, see if they want to craft them. Yikes. This might just be a game where we're not going to be able to play Magic. If we draw a land, probably...
No one is more prepared than me.
So I'm actually going to leave it like this. This forces them to cast the spell main phase, so they might not get the advantage if they just attack, because like otherwise they'd be able to attack and then do stuff like Faithless Looting, stuff like that. Okay, they Sprite Dragon here. Play the land. That's super annoying because that gets around and they don't lose the card advantage. Yeah, they got Lime there. This turn's probably Prismari Command. Draw 2, discard.
I was not prepared for this.
Could also... I think we just Bolas here. Maybe not, like Prismari is safer because now they could get Phoenix back, but I can exile stuff, which isn't too bad. Brainstorm's a good start for them. Because I'll block the Stormwing and then I'll Extinction Event on even. Ideally we draw a land so then I could go Fires of Invention and Extinction Event. And then we're getting closer to like Alrun's cast. They may not just, like, they could have a land in hand. Nope. Looting can clear the Brainstorm now. I don't think it matters, the line, really, now. Now we're just dead. Yeah. They hit a nice running. We missed lands, which was a little awkward. We had to kind of dig with our Shark Typhoon, but that's arguably tier 1 deck, and they hit Brainstorm into exactly looting into thing. Retrospect, we probably do Prismari Command, takes them off that. Again, this hand is a bit awkward. We need blue source. I think we mulligan. Okay, sounds much better. Probably shock in first. I still think we shock. I don't know what I want yet. Like what I want color-wise, so I'd rather keep it open. Create a treasure, destroy an artifact. They could be on like 9 lives. Doing this now so they don't get a chance to draw a card. Looks like 9 lives. We'll do this now. They could have like Banishing Light or something, but this is a good way to start attacking their hands. It also takes them off for a turn. Okay, so they had the Field of Ruin. It's kind of ambitious because like a lot of the Omnath decks are running Ugin. So we'll do this before they get a chance to make a decision. And now we're just going at him. Okay, they got the lock. But we can win without doing that. Okay, so we can cast this. We can hard cast Shark Typhoon. Can foretell this. Next turn I can cast this and then flip this. Big Daddy Bolas. We were basically going to get to the point where even though we couldn't attack, we'd be exiling all their stuff. This is kind of what Grixis needs. The ability to both play answers and threats in the same turn. Oftentimes with just Grixis how it's set up, you can't do that. This hand's garbage. We'll keep this. Okay. Opponent did not want to play. That was a quick concede on the opponents. They're on Amari, which means they're on Winota. We played that earlier today. It's a lot of fun. Sound looks good. This could be White Weenie. Hopefully no Thalia. Oh, we've drawn all. They probably put it on Luminarch here. That's annoying. Kept 3 lands, reasonable hand, drawn every expensive card we've had. If I'm them, I just fire up Faceless Haven, put a counter on it, go to town. Okay, we'll hang on for a turn here, because if we draw land, I can make a treasure token. Problem is we don't really have an answer to these. Even wipes out their board though, so we put a good amount of pressure on them, but it might just be dead before that happens. Doing this now so this one can attack. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're dead. Hate Bears is effective. Like, if they didn't have Thalia that turn, we can get into the Extinction event. But we didn't hit lands. They just kind of got us. We could look for, like, Expressive Iteration in this deck, but I like Omen only because it lets us have a mana sink afterwards to scry with once we have fires out. I think all things considered, that hand's decent and I keep it. Let's try this. I mean, we just gotta get to 5 mana. We have 2 plays on 2. Or, sorry, we don't have Omen. We have, whatchamacallit? Confounding Conundrum. Yep, they mulliganed. Okay. Blossoming Sands. We'll probably set up the extra turns. Angels. So, that's not too scary. Again, not too scary. Second Fires is kind of yucky. They just not have a spell. I'm just being mana efficient here. Okay, was not expecting that. That's just a worse ephemerate. Okay, that's actually really good for us. This lets me deal 2 and then draw 2. So we did find the land. Gonna ditch a Prismari and a Fires of Invention. Think into line and we'll down tick. Oh, that's even better. Now we should be able to take over. If we can hit a land, we can do Alrins. I think you can do this with Foretell because its alternative casting cost is 6. They're just youthful Valkyrie Tron. I think we're just plussing here.
In my image.
They exile.
Let your weak mind
Conclave
come.
Tribunal. Oh, so you do have to pay the Foretell then. Okay, so that's good to know. So when you do Foretell, because it's not, I guess Fires is from your hand, so makes sense. We're learning. We are learning. Foretell and Fires haven't been played together, so if Nexus had the shuffle clause, we'd keep playing Nexus, but I think all in all, this is probably the best. Like this hand. play out Grixis lines here. It's funny, every time I play like a Conundrum deck, I never run into Omnath. As soon as I play a like ramp deck, all I play is Omnath Mirrors. Okay, well, Breeding Pool's a nice start. Oh, we are going to hardcast a Shark Typhoon this game. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. Let me hardcast a Shark. Okay, Fires is drawn, so let's set up that. I think we do this. Let's try to force it out of them if they have a counter. This could be Simic Flash. Looks like it. So this is a pretty terrible matchup. I think we force here. This line's so bad. I hate the Snarl cycle. Okay, well, tired of getting memory lapsed. I just don't want to see a wolf come down. So make a 2/2. This is not a hard cast Shark matchup. It's a little bad because they probably have Brazen Borrower. I mean, I'm probably not. Okay, we see a wolf. Okay, the growth spiral. They missed a line drop, so that's good. I'll try jamming this next turn. Because if they have Gear Hulk, I want to be able. Okay, so now we get them. So no cards drawn.
I cannot protect you anymore. The land fights for us.
It's fine. I'm going to take them off the land here. So they can float the mana. So I can't sneak Fires down, but I think just going Bolas here is good. We took him off a land, we took him off a Planeswalker. And we'll take him off a card in hand. Next turn I can flip Bolas if we want. Draw 2 cards out of it. Oh, we can just take their Nisa. Ooh, okay, okay. That's the plan. They go there, Nisa.
Together, we will prevail. Behold, nature's true power.
Okay, so we definitely this turn. Attack down Nisa.
The land will not forsake you.
Activate Bolas. So I have a couple options here. I think just getting Nisa
Boundless power.
is the best.
I protect that which cannot protect itself. The land
Then I'm happy. They can't bounce this anyways, so I can block with the land. And now we're threatening. Hardcast Agent. Okay. What do they take here? We take him a Bolas. I can draw 2 cards.
My knowledge is endless.
So I can do this on odd. Probably just doing this.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Kill my Bolas. I'd rather lose the red source here.
I know 88 ways I'll adjust the trick.
It's probably baleful. Like, we need to be able to protect ourselves here. They can go agent again if they draw another one. It just looks like Simic Ramp, Scape Shift. Okay, so they can take my Nisa. Okay, just take an extra turn here. Gonna attack. Can't draw cards, so Grixis isn't any good. We will gladly trade this land off at this point. Okay, you don't get to draw a card. Bye, friend. Alright, that's a good end. So we got the Shame Concede. So that was Grixis Fires, Grixis Bolas. Another fun deck for this event. Let me know what you think. If you have any cool decks, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a great one.